Good to see technology working first thing in the morning. There you go. Good morning. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Team, crew. While the things are warming up, I'll do the intros just while everyone's jumping on. A couple of people on already now, but for the regulars who are always around, always coming back, welcome, good morning. For anyone who's new, Jason Witten's my name. Morning, Jason. Hey, good morning to you, whoever that is. Morning, Alison. There you are. Jason Witten is my name, as I said before, and every morning, Monday to Friday, most sort of working weeks, get together with a bunch of passionate people who are mad keen about building property portfolios and creating some wealth through investing. And we have a bit of a wealth coffee chat, quick chat in the morning, keep going, go the distance. This thing is a marathon, not a sprint. We talk about that all the time. Hey, James, good to see you, mate. Diane, great to see you too. Graham, good to see you. Deirdre, hey, good to see you. So, yeah, welcome to those who are jumping onto the live for the first time, and welcome back those who are the regulars, those who are coming back for the multiple, I don't know, nth time, whatever that might mean. That's good. Well, good morning, Nat. Good to see you. And Dean, good to see you, mate. All right. Well, hey, listen, this morning I wanted to talk to you guys about the idea about maximizing our capacity, our assets, our world when it comes to your financials. And it happens in 4 dimensions when it comes to real estate: maximizing your property wealth, maximizing your property mechanisms for wealth when it comes to getting the most out of what you got. And I call it 4xing the dollars that you've got. You want to make your money, you want to make the dollars that you create give you a 4 times return. And I'll take you through a little bit of a matrix this morning. So let's do it together. All right. Morning, Jimmy. Morning, Arnie. Morning, Harami. Good to see you guys. So let's talk about this. In our world, as in our jobs, our careers, our businesses, we want to take the money that we create and we want to turn it into assets. And this is nothing new for you guys to sort of hear us say this. We've been talking about this all the time. But I want to sort of point out today the 4 places or the 4 times your money can create a return, grow a return for you and I when it comes to the world of our incomes, okay? The first place that we are creating money is when we go and exchange some time for some dollars, okay? Time for dollars, time for money, ideas, business, whatever it is, we do an exchange. And that exchange often creates some dollars that lands in our world, okay? Now, it's always good if you can to save a few of those dollars, but what we're going to talk about today is the idea that our income is our first maximizer. It's the first place we can start when it comes to maximizing our ability to create property wealth. Our income is important because it allows us to borrow and gives us leverage, okay? 99% of us will need to make sure that our income is healthy, it looks good to the lenders, so they're happy to lend us money, because it's quite difficult as a property investor to buy a lot of property unless you've got a truckload of cash under your pillow or under your bed at home without lending or leverage, okay? Now, as we go along in our investing career or our investing life, the more we can increase our income, the better our leverage becomes. Our ability to borrow is firmly placed in our ability to earn in our jobs or career, and they track pretty well in alignment over time. So number one, the first place that we get some 4Xing, the first X in our 4X wealth creation plan when it comes to our world is our income. Our income is something that we have to make sure we keep an eye on and maximize as we go forward, okay? Number one place as we go. Leverage, we get some loans, then we get a chance to go buy some assets. Now for me, for you, you guys listening in, this is where we are all pretty mad and keen on the assets of property. Property, all right? However many, 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever properties you are going to buy. Now the good thing about this is we've now taken our income, we've taken maybe $100,000 and we've magnified it, we've times it into a property that is worth $500,000, okay? And so we're magnifying our financial capacity as we move forward. So number one, instead of wasting our cash flow and our money on consumables, things that don't create any future value for us and or future income, we are now able to then take that income and turn it into assets that can go forward. So this is the second spot. A bit of a basic revision here today, but I think it's one that is really important to always remember how this thing works. The assets that we buy, for me, have two major reasons, two instant things that we want when it comes to the assets that we buy. We want an instant cash flow from those assets, okay? Now, the cash flow from property obviously comes from the rent. Now, I like residential real estate because you get paid weekly, okay? And it is very, very consistent and reliable, okay? Reliable. Anyway, I think that's how you spell it, reliable. So, we take our income 1 times, we leverage it, qualify for some lending, buy an asset 2 times. Now the money's still working. This same money here that we earned is still working. Now that's making money for us 3 times. The same dollar is now making money for us 3 times over here in our cash flow. A little tip here, which is a good one, which I really love. Many of you guys know that I like this, is also you can get some tax deductions in this section, which can boost your cash flow. Okay, get tax deductions which add to the cash flow. That's a little plus. That's probably a +1 when it comes to our early cash flow in our properties. And then last but not least, our properties are value. We get growth. Dollars. Our $500,000 property now is worth $600,000. We're all happy and cheery. That's a happy face, by the way. And growth becomes the 4th mechanism how we 4x 4 times our wealth, 4 times our property value, 4 times our money. You can see very easily, gang, that if at the start we put an issue in here, the difference, just going to rub this out for a second. Some of the problems that are created when we are beginning and instead of borrowing for properties, we go borrowing for what I call poor debt. Poor debts, which are cars, I don't know, consumables, furniture, you know, clothing, you know, whatever that is, those debts that consume our ability to service asset debt, not bad debts, become our roadblock right here. And this one is the one that most of us in the beginning need to get right, okay? Our income, unfortunately, we wish we could wave a magic wand and it could be unlimited, but it's not. There's only a certain limit to our income. There's a certain limit to our ability to borrow, and we want to maximize that for assets, so assets can then create some more cash flow, give us some tax deductions, grow in value, and in turn, this cash flow and the tax deductions and the growth now come back to start again and multiply again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the cycle continues. And that's how our wealth maximizes over time. That is pretty scribbly. Hopefully that made sense, gang, as we had a bit of a chat today. Remember, it all starts with our income. All starts with our income. And as we go, we need to protect the income to maximize the borrowing, to get cash flow and rent and tax deductions, for ultimately that growth to occur to then return back to box 1, quadrant 1, the first place. As we create this wealth, we create this income. All right, that's it from me. Wealth Coffee Chat done and dusted. Hopefully that made sense, gang. A little bit of a basic review this morning, but I think sometimes it's always good to just reverse up and make sure we've got the basics down pat, because your income is where it all starts. Your income is where it all starts as we go, and make sure we protect that. Good one, Alison. Look up the story stuff. Is it on YouTube or Netflix, Alison? Give us a shout out. Yeah, we're trained to buy these things that we don't need. And this is the brick wall here, this socialization, this training around just use our income, you know, give away our income into the future, and we haven't even earned it yet, and we got to protect it. So make sure it all starts with protecting your first part, which is your own income, gang. Cheers, Dino. Back at ya. All right, gang, that's it. Coffee and a chat done. Wealth Coffee Chat done. Join me tomorrow. Give us a shout out in the comments if you want me to talk about anything, anything that's on your mind, any thoughts, ideas. Away you go. All right, gang. Take care. Have an awesome day. Signing off. Adios. Bye for now.